Hi everybody, sorry I got busy this afternoon trying to grade and get caught up, and I'm back to making your videos. I have been grading some of your work from last week, and some of you have done a really good job. Thank you. I can't tell you how much I appreciate all the work you're putting in, and some of your special projects that you researched and did were very good. I've enjoyed grading them. So back to this, it was acting really weird and it wouldn't let me click on things, but now I'm back with a fresh one. And here's where we left off. The things that are required on Digital Doodle are that you will have to create an app that lets you push a button to take a picture, then draw on the picture, then use a color to draw, and then when you shake it, it will clear the picture. And you can add multiple colors to the picture so that you could draw with different colored lines, and you can change the line width. So those are some things in the challenges section that you could do if you have time. Okay, create your account and project. I told you how to get on MIT App Inventor and how you can get started. So we're going to go and jump to MIT App Inventor. This is what the design screen looks like on MIT App Inventor. This is a product of Digital Doodle that is finished. You'll notice it has lots of keys over here, so if I want to, I can make my lines blue, red, yellow, green, purple, orange, black. It usually defaults to black. And there's my button that lets me take a picture, and then the picture appears here. And then if I push like red, for instance, then I can draw on the picture and it will appear. Pretty slick. Just to show you, this is in the designer mode, and this is where we pull things out. This is the blocks mode, and you'll notice there's a lot of different blocks. The canvas when it's dragged out, here's the buttons for clicking, here's the buttons for shaking it and getting rid of it, canvas one clear. So we've got some good stuff in there, and that's how you create it. Not too hard, but it has some things, some details. And when you go back to the designer, this is how it starts. One way that we check and make sure that it works, if I go up here to connect and I hit AI Companion, I get a QR code. With my phone, if I click on the MIT App Inventor app, I actually get it. I'm going to get rid of it because that already took a picture. It says without Wi-Fi because I don't get Wi-Fi in here. It says scan it, and so I'm going to hit scan QR code, and then I get the scanner, and if I hold it in front of the QR code, it connects. You'll notice on my phone it's showing it's connecting. And now look, on my phone, it's hard for me to hold it there. On my phone, you see it looks just like the app on my screen. So when I hit the Take My Picture button, I take a picture of my classroom so you can see it. It takes a picture of my classroom. And now if I say Use Photo, I get this up again. And if I just draw up here on the ceiling, notice the scribble is in black. If I hit red, now it lets me scribble in red. If I hit purple, it lets me scribble on the carpet on the bottom. And if I shake it, it disappears. It wipes it. It like erases it. Okay? That's the goal of what your app needs to look like. And you can take snippets of it doing these different things. Not the phone, but your snippets of your code. And when you get all finished, what you will do is you'll go to Projects, Export Selected Project AIA to My Computer. When you click on that, it downloads the file. Well, I'm not going to open it, so I don't need that, sorry. But now in my Downloads folder, and if I go here to Downloads, that's the file that I will use if I was going to submit it in Canvas to me. Like if I was grading it and this is you, you would click that and you would submit that in Canvas as your file. You also will have a Word document because you'll still have to answer questions and take some snippets along the way of what you're doing. Okay? But I'll actually get to see the finished product. Okay, so let's go back over here to MIT App Inventor. It says to navigate to all of this, open MIT App Inventor. After App Inventor is open in the web browser, select Start New Project. Name the project as directed by your teacher. So, over here on App Inventor, Projects, Start New Project. And I'm going to call it Digital Doodle Hershey. And that'll do it. Digital Doodle Hershey. I'm going to say this is for Computer Foundation, so I know what I was using and what I was practicing. So Digital Doodle Hershey CF, Computer Foundations. I get a brand new screen. See, nothing's on it, and it's just a brand new blank screen. The next step in my I got to open Designer View, View in App Inventor. There are two types of apps, two types of views in App Inventor, Designer View and Block View. Where you program the behavior of your app while you develop apps, you will switch between the Designer and the Blocks views. I'm changing what the users see. I should use the Designer View. If I'm changing what the app will do, like how you make it work, that's the Blocks view. So in my Word document, Activity 2.1.1 Digital Doodle, document the two types of views in MIT App Inventor. You might take a snippet. This is the Designer View. This is the Blocks view. We haven't done anything yet, so yay. Okay, read down through here so you know where different components are. If you're using a new App Inventor theme and not classic, the panels don't show titles such as palette, viewer, etc. It looks different. I use the classic view. It might be easier for you if you use the classic view. But in the palette panel, you have access to many App Inventor components. A component is a tidy package of functionality. The palette contains drawers such as the user interface drawer, and then each drawer contains components. So in the user interface drawer, find two components, button and text box. So let's do a button and a text box. So we're going to go over here. There's button. And text box is down here. I'm going to click on it and drag it in here. I've got a button and a text box. Yay, we're good. And let's see here. The next thing it says to do, find the media drawer and then select it to open it. How many components are in the media drawer? 11. Select the media drawer again to close it. To the right of the palette is the viewer. The viewer is used to manage the components. You will need 3 components out of that media drawer. A canvas to draw on. Oh, I already did the button to activate the camera. And camera to take the picture. So I need to add a canvas and a camera. So over here, I have to go down a little bit farther. Oh, my companion disconnected. No biggie. Media. Well, there's the camera, and I'm going to take that out because it comes down here. It's not visible. And I needed a camera, and I need a canvas. I think that's drawing an animation. There's a canvas. So I'm going to click on canvas and then drag it up here. Well, don't think I got it. There we go. I can get it now. Canvas. There we go. Trying to think how it looks on here. Okay, that'll work. It'll tell me how to lay it out. I'll just leave it there for now. So, because you're developing apps for a tablet, above the device in the viewer, select tablet size from the first drop-down menu. The ellipses indicate some additional information not known. One at a time, drag each component from its drawer and drop it on screen 1 in the viewer. Okay. Let's see. Okay, it talks about when you add a button, it has the default text for button. Text is a button property or characteristic, and you can change it. Notice the properties. It shows you all the property windows. Select the button component on screen 1 in the viewer to see all of its properties. When you select a component in the viewer, the properties change to show the specific one. So I've got my canvas and take a picture. Okay, so got my canvas up here. Yeah, okay. And you'll notice when I click on the button, this is the properties they were talking about. So let's see what it tells us to do. Change text from text for button to take a picture. And when I click off of it, take a picture. Let's see if I spelled it like they wanted it. Take a picture. Yes. And then when I look at it in the viewer, you'll notice the button says take a picture. Yay! Now that you have some components in your app, you're ready to have them do something. So now we get to go to the blocks view. Recall the two views in App Inventor, Designer and Blocks. You will use the blocks view to program how the components in your app behave. The blocks view. I'm going to stop my video because it's 12 minutes long, or now it's 13, and I don't want it to run out. So I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to make a new one about blocks view.